Howdy. Checking out little things under the microscope. Thin slices. And this is very thin. You can see actually at the edge there is this white region, which is, I think, super glue. So it has been grinded down to the super glue on the edges. These are two thin slices from two different stones. And yeah, let's check out some quakes. There has been 3 hours ago a 4.0 in, sorry for butchering this name, Mezhdurechensk, Kemerovo Oblast, Russia. And not only is this town, which is obviously here, it's kind of like an island. There's like huge mining operations going on there. I think this is part, these mountains are all part of the Siberian traps. Which are very interesting, but I won't dive into that now. But now here we have the quake, and beside there is a water vein, and it seems to be a wide river. Yeah, what to do? Do they tell anything 10 kilometers? No, they don't. I would say this is rather white sediment what we have here. Yes, what to do? White rivers once again, wherever you go. But now let's go to Germany. Because there is at least two very interesting quakes. Koblenz, where we had some time ago the flooding 2 years ago, or when it was, I don't remember. Lacherley Caldera Dormant. Last eruptions 10,900 BC, which goes very well with the 12,000 year cycle. And here, near Ochtendung, we have a quake. 0.7, it's not a big one. 8 kilometers in depth. And just beside it, there is the source of the Hohensteinsbach. So this water vein here has a name, which indicates that it's there more or less always. And there is Karmelenberg. It doesn't look as much, but if you put on terrain and zoom out a bit, it suddenly appears to look different. It's much more round, it's much more, interesting looking, just by its shape. Now we have to go over to Google Earth. Here we are, still on Earth. Koblenz. Somewhere here, I think it was Karmelenberg. Here. I think, yes. Karmelenberg. Let's see if there's any dragon or something. I guess, I think, I assume almost, I expect even that within this building, or in a very close vicinity, I think within somewhere where it's not so obvious, there is a source of water. Might be in the yard as well. This might be also this kind of marking for a source or spring or something. And it can also very well be that there has been something like this back in the days, but through history, people who came afterwards, they took it down and they didn't understand what's going on because there wasn't any water coming out of there. So they didn't understand that there has been a spring once, which also indicates that there could be a spring emerge once again. We have rather reddish material here getting dug out of the ground and grayish. And this might be some volcanic tuff, but also the iron content could indicate that there has been some electromagnetic discharge going on once back in the days. And I am searching for this one museum. Or was it this volcanic park? Because there was this picture. I think it has been here. But we need more pictures. Was it on this? Yes. Now, it's very hard to figure out where we are. Is there a name of that place? What we just watched. And I'm still talking about, let's go to the other, about this. The Karmelenberg, Karmelen Mountain. Actually, now I just noticed this feature. This might be an old mine, or it could be something else as well. But back to this map. The reason why I watched that is I tried to figure out if there's anything like this here marked Karmelenberg. And I still couldn't figure out where this map is from. I have to write them because that's too interesting. Maybe that's the Karmelenberg, who knows? It's still erupting back then, you know? Whatever this map is representing, maybe that's just all fantasy, I don't know. And there is also this very intriguing feature. The opposite of a star fort because it's round. A round fort. I don't know. But let's go from here to another place which is far south, which is very close to the Lake of Constance. And there has been 7 hours ago a 1.5 and a 1.5 also 7 hours ago. A double quake, or what does that mean? At the same time, at the same place? Let's check it out. 14 kilometers in depth. They are exactly the same. So maybe that's just one. And what to say? There's like water, you know? You see? Water veins. Here you can see through the grass there is something going on beneath the surface. Oh, that's very interesting. Obviously, this is, I assume at least, that this region is deeper than this one. There's also a monastery, a rather big one. Yeah. Very interesting. Interesting features. Salem. Yes. Water. There's a water vein running through that thing. There's another one. There's another one. And here, not too far away, we have those holding, and here they are somewhere. Pile dwellings. Here. Pile dwellings from the ancients. I have been talking about this. I have been even writing about these. Let's see. A few weeks, and hopefully the paper comes out, and then we can talk about it. What else? Glacial Quake for the end as the last Quake we will watch. Chamonix, where are we? Yeah, this was even a rhyme. What's going on? Switzerland. 1 kilometer in depth. Very shallow. Very glacierous terrain. Yeah, this seems to be rock. Rock, ice. Maybe I'm wrong. Hard to tell. But where was the quake? Interesting. Yes, another glacial quake. Un Grand Cornier, Dome Blanche. The White Peak, Arbenbach. Yeah, that's artificial, I think. Smookbach. Yeah, check it out. White rivers. You can scale this up. Very interesting discoloration. Different kinds of sediments. This bright blue water. And the overall pattern of the water, which doesn't come to my mind now. Meandering pattern. There is more to the picture about glaciers than what they tell you, I think. Check this out. There is something coming out of the ground, you know? Still. So the mountain is not dead. And as it is not dead, we have to expect fluctuations in its activity, and it is related to the sun, Earth's electromagnetic circuitry, and all these other things. But anyway, thanks. Bye.